What up, UR TV? I'm Tobias Hume and I'm from Catherine. And for a special event this afternoon, Wyniss have been performing in the chapel, showing us games that they used to play and their cultural dances and all that. So would y'all like to introduce yourselves and tell us where you're from?
I'm Dijon Yui. I'm from Cairns, North Queensland.
I'm Aroha. I'm Kukuyalanji, Thurabalam, Napui and Ngāti from southeast Queensland.
And I'm Jeanette Fabilla and I live in Brisbane.
Hi, my name is Neville Williams-Roney. I'm a Wiradjuri Wailua man from a town called Wagga Wagga.
So y'all travelled a long way to come visit Alice Springs. Would you like to tell us what you do in your performance?
In our performance, we travel to schools, we unpack, we set the stage, we do all this stuff, we do all the dances, song and dances for the kids.
But we do games and
yeah.
From Mau Island where Dijon comes from.
And everybody say Sapu.
Sapu.
And he's created all the songs and dances that we perform.
Yeah, so Uncle Dijon, he goes like all over Australia, teaches all the school children all these song and dances about growing up on Mau Island. So it's also about educating about, you know, First Nations, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander culture all around Australia, which is super cool.
So I really enjoyed the performance you did in the chapel. I really liked it, about all the cultures all over Australia. Could you share a bit more about that?
Yeah, so what's really great is that we get to come, well, personally for me, coming from like a very condensed population down in Sydney, coming up and around and seeing different cultures around here, up in Darwin, which is very different to like Catherine, which is also very different to out bush, and then also like travelling to Tasmania later to see mob down there. And, you know, as an Aboriginal person learning Torres Strait Islander song and dance, it's just kind of opened up like a whole new world to me where I'm learning different ways of seeing the world, but then also showing respect for every other culture, and then learning cultures from like Samoa and then from like Tonga and the other islands, and also extending that kind of reach to Japan and, you know, Native Americans over there, their brothers and sisters over there. So then realizing that there's so many cultures here in Australia that we can all live together one as we used to, and that we can express that respects to everything else, which is super cool. And I think kind of teaching Torres Strait Island out here, I think you can teach the mob out here also that there's a big world out there as well. That's not just here in Alice and not just here in the bush, where you can kind of be in a big open space, be quite isolating, I think. And then to be like, oh, there's a whole big world out there. And yeah, and you know, we've also seen mob here, hey. And like at a place we went, like in Darwin, there's heaps of Torres Strait Islander mob there.
So out of the performance you did in our chapel, what was the best thing you liked?
I think the best thing that I enjoyed and that we all enjoy is the audience participation. I feel like being able to share culture and then being able to receive that enjoyment back is something that we're very proud of.
I think for me, just having them laughing and, well, me being the idiot I am, you know, making a fool of myself on stage, just so, you know, trying to get them to laugh. And I think, personally, I think mob out here can, you know, they love a good laugh, so I think just watching them laugh is good for me. It's like, oh, that means they're loving, they're enjoying it, you know. They don't, you know, I don't know if mob get to smile that much these days, but yeah, I think laughter is really nice. And to hear that, yeah.
For me, I would think that the Torres Strait Island dances we're doing, they are actually sitting and watching and engaging, and you know what I mean? Just something different that they haven't seen. And they probably, yeah, like they haven't seen Torres Strait Island dance before, and that's what I picked up with the kids today.
And I suppose just hearing them calling out our language as well, that's really nice. Yeah. That sharing of culture. And, yeah. And just seeing how difficult it is to just spin a spinning top, a wana, and seeing how they fly everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
mine
that
goes
was
everywhere.
really good. I mean, Tobias had a go. How did you feel?
Yeah, how did you feel?
Was it good?
Yeah, it was good.
Was it easier than you thought it was?
A little bit.
A bit harder? Yeah. Try dancing and doing it at the same time.
Yeah. So I suppose for them to see it through the dance.
Yeah, the spinning top is like, you know, it's the modernized spinning top. It's not the pull-up, that
was the hard
the seed. That's the hard one, where you just spin it and you have to keep the spinning top spinning. all the
Yeah.
time. Yeah.
So you use the seed with the satay stick.
So they sticks. Yeah.
That's in
that's the
between?
call up there.
So that's the
You have to
call-up
drill a
seed.
hole and then you put a satay stick.
And then
in
that's a
between.
hard one to spin.
So I had to come up with something
That would keep
simple,
spinning.
but it'll keep spinning. They'll take our time too.
We'd like to thank you for coming at your hour and performing for us. We enjoyed it very much, and hopefully in the future we'll see you again.
Thank you for having us, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And huge thank you to Music of Viva for like bringing us here and our first tour in NT. It's very exciting. Hopefully we'll get to come back in the future because I love the NT.
Yawa.
Yawa!
Mandaj.
Alright. Watch Yara TV!
Real like love chords.
TV.
Awesome, thank you
Thank
guys.
you.